Hello, this is Phonics lesson 138. So this will be the last one before the test. The next lesson will be the phonics test, so make sure that you're paying attention and you're following along. That way you can do really well on your phonics test tomorrow. Okay, so we are going to start with reviewing our phonics chart 13. So let's go ahead and begin. Make sure you're saying it out loud. That way you're practicing them, because it's good for you to say them and see them. Okay, so full in beautiful, F-U-L says full, full, full. Air in care, A-R-E says air, air, air. Tan in mountain, T-A-I-N says tan, tan, tan. In pure, U-R-E says Chur in pasture, T-U-R-E says chur, chur, chur. War in warm, W-A-R says war, war, war. Shun in nation, T-I-O-N says shun, shun, shun. Shun in missionary, S-I-O-N says shun, shun, shun. Shun in television, S-I-O-N says shun, shun, shun. Now, I want to pause for just a second. Notice this S-I-O-N and this S-I-O-N, they're both spelled the same and they say the same sound, shun. The difference is where their placement is in the word. So you have missionary. The special sound is stuck right in the middle here. Whereas television, it is at the end of the word. It's not necessarily a suffix, so that's why there's a separation. Okay. A in 8, E-I-G-H says A. In sailor, O-R says in dollar, A-R says in crystal, Y says I. Air in cherry, E-R says air, air, air. So we have word. Now, careful, this is a tricky one, remember? Because this one has a special sound in it, but there's an extra letter that's stuck to the front of it. So we need to remember that word, our special sound is wor, the W-O-R. Do not just circle the O-R, because that's or. So word, okay? We have it in work, 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 okay? So those are our two special sounds in those. Now, we have a new review. So we have war, W-A-R says war, in warm. Can you think of any other words that have the war sound other than war in them? So I have warning, wardrobe, award, yay, and warrior. Okay, those all have the war in warm. W-A-R says war, war, war. So let's practice finding those war special sounds in some of our words. So this one, war, mean. We have war, ing. The ing, is this a suffix or is this a prefix? Suffix, right? Because it comes at the end of a word. So this is a special sound. The ing is a special sound. All right, now we have reward. Reward. Ward. Reward. Okay, so those are our special sounds for those. All right, now let's practice putting suffix on the ends of some of our words. So when a root word ends with a Y and the suffix begins with an E, you change the Y to an I before adding the suffix. Okay, so we're going to practice some of that right now. So we have the word happy. And now I'm going to make it happier, because why not? So I am going to write the word happy. I'm going to drop the Y because the suffix that I am adding is ER, and that begins with an E. So I will add an I to replace the Y and add the suffix ER. So now I am happier. Now what if I was happiest? I would do the same thing. H-A-P-P. I don't add the Y because it starts with an E. I'm going to add an I to replace the Y, and I will add the E-S-T. So now I am the happiest I could be. Okay? Next is pretty. Again, ends with a Y. So I'm going to drop the Y and add an I. And then my suffix ER. So prettier. The flower is prettier when it blooms. Next is prettiest. P-R-E-T-T. Now I get rid of the Y because it starts with an E. And I replace my Y with an I. And then add my suffix est. So prettiest. Prettiest. I think Gerber daisies are the prettiest. Actually, lilies, calla lilies. All right. Next is cloudy. It has been cloudy. So we're going to write that it's cloudy today. So I replace the Y with an I, add the suffix ER. Cloudier. Okay? Now, if I want to say it's cloudiest, it has been. I replace the Y with an I, and I add my EST. Cloudiest. Okay? We have covered that before, but I just wanted to do a little bit of review for it. So, hopefully you have your whiteboard and your whiteboard pen and an eraser. If you don't, pause now and go grab those. We're going to do some review for your phonics test. All right, write the word that I say. You're writing the whole word, not just the vowel. You want the whole thing, not just special sounds. You're writing the entire word, okay? So you are going to write the word asleep. Asleep. This is one word, asleep. Asleep. Okay? If you're not done writing it, you can pause between each word that I give you so that you have time to write it, and then check your work. Okay? So we're doing asleep. Asleep. Remember, this is one of our special sounds. Next is jar. Jar has R as in star. Jar. J-R. Write the word jar. If you did J-A-R, you are correct. Next is frank. And not frank in the name, like I'm going to be frank with you. So you don't need to capitalize. It's not a proper noun. So write the word frank. Ank. Ank as in bank. Ank. Frank. Frank. All right, so we're going to do ank. Frank. Next is rest. I hope you all are getting lots of rest. Spell the word rest. R-E-S-T. Rest. So we have R-E-S-T. Rest. Let's do a little bit of a spelling practice. So if you could write, although you're going to be cheater pumpkin eaters, I know you all, let's just take that down. Write the spelling word that you hear me say. Skipped. Skipped. Now remember, for these, if the vowel is short, you need to double the consonant before adding the suffix. So sk, I, p, d. The I is short, so I'm giving you a hint. You need to double that consonant, the last consonant, the ending consonant, before adding the suffix. Skipped. Sk, I, d. Okay? Next is rubbing. Rubbing. My shoe is rubbing on my ankle. Rubbing. B-ing. Rubbing. R-U-B-B-I-N-G. Rubbing. Okay? Notice, right? This is short, so I need to double the consonant before adding the suffix. Next is pinned. Pinned. She pinned the trophy to the wall. Pinned. Pinned. Next is hops. Hops. The bunny has lots of hops. Ops. Ops. H-O-P-S. Hops. Next is getting. She is getting her lunch. Getting. Remember, you're adding a suffix, ing. Getting. G, I need a double. Getting. G-E-T-T-I-N-G. Next is hopping. Now, we've talked about this in class. If you don't double the consonant, now you're saying hoping. So make sure you're doubling the consonant. Hopping. Op-ing. Hopping. H-O-P-P-I-N-G. Hopping. Hopping. All right. Well, check your answers. Make sure that you're reviewing your spelling list. Make sure that you are reviewing your special sounds. Here is our spelling list for this week. Hopefully you've been doing the spelling times 3 and have been practicing throughout the week. So we have hop, hops, hopped, hopping, rub, rubs, rubbed, rubbing. Notice there's a trend there. Skipped, hitting, hugged, getting, pinned. Rule breakers, don't, which is a contraction, as in do not, but we are doing don't, and then were. So make sure you're reviewing those for tomorrow's test. We will be on Zoom tomorrow at 9 a.m. So you should be looking, your parents will have the link to get you on there. So have fun. You should be able to do your phonics page 138, and you can go ahead and do 139 as well. Have a good day.